Hello Pisces, welcome to another reading. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to be looking at your person in this reading. What are they thinking about you? How do they view you? What are their messages or messages they wish they could send you? What do they wish they could tell you? And what are their intentions for the future? All right, so let's jump right into the reading for Pisces. Spirit, angels, guides. What do we need to know about the person that Pisces is thinking about or connecting with? What are their views, feelings towards Pisces? How do they view Pisces at this time? What do they think of Pisces at this time? The Star, Aquarius energy, healing, faith, hope. How do they view Pisces? What are they? Ace of Wands. Okay, so I feel like this person's hoping for a chance with you. It's kind of what I'm seeing here so far. What do they wish they could tell Pisces? What do they wish they could tell Pisces? Eight of Cups. Something about a departure? What do they wish they could tell Pisces? Wow, the Seven of Swords. I think that this person could have walked away from you. Or made you walk away from them due to like their own behavior, their own actions, some sort of deception perhaps. What are their intentions for the future? What are their intentions for the future? Wow, the Hierophant. Very big intentions here, big aspirations with the Hierophant. This is like doing things right, following the rules, being very traditional, conservative. What are their intentions? Wow, Three of Swords. And the Emperor, Aries energy at the bottom of the deck. So I feel so far like this person's hoping that the way that they present themselves to you helps them be successful. But with this Three of Swords, I'm just getting that perhaps even in the near future, there's going to be some sort of difficulty between you. There's many ways that why that would happen. For example, maybe this person is hoping for a second chance, right? And they contact you or they bump into you and the conversation doesn't go the way they hoped, right? Like instead of fixing things, they make it worse. That's a possibility. But we'll clarify this as well because some of you could be dealing with a situation where there's maybe an interference of some sort. What is this person's overall energy? Before I clarify all of these energies, let's get this person's overall energy. What are their overall energies towards Pisces? What is this person's overall energy towards Pisces? Paralyzing fear, anxiety, fear, paralysis. Fear is holding you back. So someone, well, your person clearly is afraid. I think they're afraid of maybe that it's too late or afraid of like failing, right? Things not going their way. Because for some reason, I think there's for you to want a second chance or hoping for an opportunity, and then we have the Seven of Swords here in like what they want to tell you. I can think of someone that maybe has regrets over the past and is hoping for things to be able to be started up like again. Sorry, I'm like all over the place and I'm getting so many messages. Okay. So let's focus on how they view you and what they think about you, which is this Star energy with the Ace of Wands. What do you need to know about this Spirit? The Star with the Ace of Wands. Five of Pentacles. What do we need to know about the Star and the Ace of Wands? There's the Emperor again, Aries energy, and the Lovers, Gemini energy. So I feel like, yeah, Seven of Swords again shows up. I feel like this is someone that's hoping to come back in from the cold, right? They're like out, struggling, not doing so well, but hoping for a new start, Ace of Wands. Now, the Seven of Swords showing up twice, I feel like it's significant. I don't know if this is someone that is like planning something in secret or keeping, like trying to be very strategic. That could be a possibility. Tell me about the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like they want to fix whatever issue happened in the past, or at least give you something, ask you something, ask you out perhaps. Tell me about the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. This is like what they wish they could tell you. Why is the Eight of Cups here with the Seven of Swords? Death, Scorpio energy. Oh, I definitely feel like there was an ending between you. Tell me about the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. You could have walked away from them. There's Temperance, Sagittarius energy, or they walked away from you, Page of Wands. Yeah, this is very clear energy. This person, I feel with the Temperance card here, it's like slowly hoping for harmony, stability, for things to be resolved. There's the Ace of Pentacles. So tell me about the Hierophant and the Three of Swords. What's going on here then? This is like their intentions for the future. Why is the Hierophant here with the Three of Swords? The Magician. So they're definitely motivated, resourceful. Five of Cups. See, I feel like there's going to be some sort of disappointment. I think that they might even like admit that they're heartbroken or have been having a hard time. There's that Five of Swords. There's something off here, Pisces. Either they're apologizing for their shitty behavior. I just needed to say it like that. I don't know why. Either they're apologizing for their behavior in the past and admitting how bad it was, or you know, how much regrets they have over it, and hoping that this is a new chance for you. I feel like maybe in the past they weren't very honest about, or not honest, what's the word I'm trying to say? Maybe they didn't admit their guilt or weren't honest about how bad it was. It's almost like maybe they didn't want to accept it or confront the issue. Because I feel like this is someone that there was an ending between you. Maybe they left you for someone else, or they, you know, their behavior was because they were thinking of getting something else somewhere else, like the grass being greener on the other side, and it didn't work. I feel like this person, something backfired for them. I think something backfired, and now they're coming to you with their tail between their legs. That's kind of what I'm getting here. And it's, you know, it's like they're hoping that if they come to you in the correct way, if they admit their guilt, if they are honest about what happened, if, you know, if they approach you in the right way, they're hoping to turn things around. So let's see, what do they wish they could tell you? What messages does this person have for Pisces? Excuse me. What messages does this person have for Pisces? And I'm not saying that they're not going to come to you in the right way. I'm not saying that they have bad intentions. They could have the best of intentions. I just feel like it's a bit odd the way they're going about it. Let me see what this Magician is about before I... Tell me about the Magician. Oh, I have one that flipped over. Queen of Wands, very motivated, very passionate, very active energy. Tell me about the Magician. We have the Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, Queen of Wands. What do we need to know about the Magician? And the Emperor's here. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands again at the bottom of the deck. So they're hoping to manifest this new beginning with you by taking some sort of action towards you, making you this offer. Ace of Pentacles, you know, extending an olive branch. What messages do they have for Pisces? I desire you. A lot of attraction here. What messages do they have for Pisces? We need to talk. Definitely. They're gonna ask you to meet up somewhere and have a conversation like adults. You're always on my mind. Yeah, they're gonna reach out and be like, we need to talk, we need to discuss what happened. You know, I'm really messed up. Didn't you have a similar reading? I feel like, was that you? Let me see. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, you had a reading about someone saying you were right. Almost like they were admitting that you were right all along and they were wrong. I feel like this is similar energy. What messages do they have for Pisces? I am afraid to contact you. Yeah, that's where this paralyzing fear is. You know, it's interesting because I was looking at paralyzing fear. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Yes, this is exactly the energy that I was thinking about over here. I feel like this is somebody who, they want to be brave, but it's really hard to be brave when you've screwed up so badly, right? I mean, most of the time, if you know you're in the right, you have a confidence, right? You're like, I'm right. I don't care what anybody thinks. I did the right thing. I did all that I could, right? You have a confidence to you because you know you were in the right. But when you realize that you've been wrong the whole time, that you made a fool of yourself, or that you really hurt someone you cared about, or you realize that, wow, I really misjudged that, or I was really stupid, and you know that you deliberately hurt someone else through your own stupidity or your own actions, it's much harder to come back and face the person that you've hurt, right? And this is tarot, and tarot is all about the subconscious reality, right? It's not a fantasy. It's not like hoping for things to work out just because the cards say so. The cards are always going to reflect the current reality of the situation because this is energy of real people. And human people are not like the movies, okay? There's so much fear that rules so much of our lives. How many chances do we let slip away because of fear? Same thing with love. So I feel like this is somebody that's trying to be brave with the Emperor, the Magician, the Queen of Wands. They're trying to kind of like find that strength within to really face the person that they've hurt. And there's a very good chance that Pisces, you're going to be like, thanks, but no thanks, right? Which is even worse. So I feel like this is somebody that is going to say, we need to talk, but I don't know. Part of me is thinking that they might chicken out. They might chicken out, or they might not, it might not go, the conversation might not go the way that they are hoping, because it's one thing to have conversations in your head in the shower, right? They always work out in the shower, but it's quite another thing to have a conversation face to face with someone, right? Especially when you're coming in with this energy of like, you were right, I'm sorry, I was so dumb, I hope you can forgive me, you know? So I feel like this person's intentions are to contact you, their intentions are to address this, but you know, we'll see if that happens in the near future, right? Let me know if that resonates for you, Pisces, in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you, and I will see you all in another video very soon. Take care.